the Florida Keys. A place where the road ends, quite literally, at mile marker zero. An archipelago of islands stretching out into the Gulf of Mexico like a broken string of pearls. This is a place where time moves a little slower, where the air is thick with salt and the smell of sunscreen. A place where flip-flops are considered formal wear, and a good day is measured in how many margaritas you can consume before sunset. Are you planning a trip to the Florida Keys in 2024? Good! Here are the top 10 things you absolutely can't miss. The Keys are home to the third largest barrier reef in the world. Just off the coast, an underwater jungle of vibrant coral teeming with life. Grab a mask and fins and plunge into a world of electric colors. Schools of fish shimmer and dart through the coral, rays glide effortlessly along the sandy bottom, and if you're lucky, you might even spot a sea turtle or two. There's a reason they call this place the diving capital of the world. Whether you're a seasoned diver or a first-timer, the reefs here offer a glimpse into a world unseen by most. But it's more than just pretty colors and exotic fish. It's a reminder of the fragile beauty of the natural world, a world that deserves our protection and respect. So take a deep breath, dive in, and let the underwater world of the Florida Keys captivate you. Just remember, look, but don't touch. Leave the reef as you found it, so future generations can experience the same wonder. Forget your fancy white tablecloth restaurants. The real culinary heart of the Keys beats in its seafood shacks and local markets. We're talking fresh off the boat catches, grilled simply with a squeeze of lime and a sprinkle of seasoning. Grouper sandwiches, conch fritters, key lime pie. The flavors of the islands are as vibrant as the sunsets. Head down to Robbie's Marina and watch the tarpon feeding frenzy. Grab a bite at a waterfront dive where the locals gather and the beer is always cold. This is food without pretense, without the bullshit. It's about fresh ingredients, simple preparations, and the satisfaction of a meal that tastes like the sea and sunshine. The Keys are a melting pot of cultures, and that's reflected in the food. Cuban influences, Caribbean spices, fresh-caught seafood. It all comes together in a symphony of flavors that will leave you wanting more. So, come hungry and prepare to be amazed. Key West, the southernmost point of the continental U.S. A place where anything goes and everyone is welcome. The streets are alive with a kaleidoscope of characters, from artists and writers to musicians and street performers. And the best way to experience this unique energy is during one of the many street festivals that take place throughout the year, Fantasy Fest. The name says it all, a week-long celebration of the bizarre, the outrageous, and the downright weird. Costumes, parades, body painting, it's a bacchanal of self-expression and uninhibited fun. But Key West isn't just about partying. The island is steeped in history and culture, from its literary legacy to its maritime past. Take a stroll down Duval Street, past the bars and shops, and soak in the atmosphere. Listen to the music spilling out onto the street, watch the street performers weave their magic, and feel the pulse of a place that marches to the beat of its own drum. Key West is a feast for the senses, a place where life is lived on its own terms. So come as you are, and prepare to be swept away by the energy of this one-of-a-kind island. There's something magical about a sunset. The way the sky explodes in a riot of color, the way the light softens and casts long shadows, the way the world seems to hold its breath for a moment before plunging into darkness. And there's no better place to witness this daily spectacle than Bahia Honda State Park. This pristine stretch of coastline is home to some of the most beautiful beaches in the Keys. White sand, turquoise water, swaying palm trees. It's the quintessential tropical paradise. But the real showstopper is the sunset. As the sun dips below the horizon, casting long shadows across the water, the sky transforms into a canvas of fiery hues. Grab a blanket, a bottle of wine, and settle in for a front row seat to nature's greatest show. Let the colors wash over you, let the sound of the waves soothe your soul, and let the beauty of the moment transport you to a place of peace and tranquility. This is the Florida Keys at its most serene, a reminder that sometimes the simplest things in life are the most beautiful. The Florida Keys are more than just beaches and bars. Venture inland, and you'll discover a hidden world of tangled mangroves, winding waterways, and an abundance of wildlife. And the best way to explore this secret world is by kayak. Glide through narrow channels where the mangrove branches form a leafy canopy overhead, The air is thick with the smell of salt and the sound of birdsong. Keep an eye out for herons, egrets, and other wading birds, as well as fish, crabs, and even the occasional alligator lurking in the shallows. Kayaking through the mangroves is a journey into the heart of the Keys ecosystem. It's a reminder that there's more to this place than meets the eye, that beneath the surface lies a world of wonder and complexity. So grab a paddle and explore the hidden side of the Florida Keys. Key West has long been a haven for artists, writers, and those seeking refuge from the ordinary. And no figure looms larger in the island's literary history than Ernest Hemingway. His home, a stately Spanish colonial, is now a museum dedicated to the life and work of this iconic writer. Step back in time and wander through the rooms where Hemingway wrote some of his most famous works. See his typewriter, his books, his trophies from his hunting and fishing expeditions. The house is a time capsule, a glimpse into the life of a man who lived by his own rules and whose words continue to resonate today. But the Hemingway home is more than just a museum. It's a place where you can feel the presence of the man himself, where you can almost hear the clacking of his typewriter keys and the clinking of ice in his glass of rum. It's a reminder that the Keys have always been a place where creativity flourishes and where stories are waiting to be told. The Florida Keys are a feast for the senses, but beyond the beaches and the bars, there's a vibrant art scene waiting to be discovered. From galleries showcasing local artists to street art that pops with color, the Keys offer a unique blend of creativity and island vibes. Start your art journey in Key West, where galleries line the streets of Old Town. Browse paintings, sculptures, and photography that capture the essence of the Keys. Look for pieces that speak to you, that evoke the feeling of sunshine on your skin and salt air in your lungs. The art here is as diverse as the people who create it, reflecting the unique blend of cultures and influences that make the Keys so special. Don't limit yourself to galleries. Keep an eye out for murals and street art that add a splash of color to the island landscape. These unexpected bursts of creativity are a reminder that art can be found everywhere in the Keys if you know where to look. So take a break from the beach and immerse yourself in the local art scene. You might just discover a hidden gem or a new favorite artist. The Florida Keys are a haven for wildlife. From the coral reefs teeming with marine life to the mangrove forests that shelter birds and reptiles, the islands offer a glimpse into a world untouched by human hands. And the best way to experience this natural wonder is through eco-tours and wildlife encounters. Take a boat tour to spot dolphins playing in the waves or manatees grazing in the shallows. Join a guided kayak trip through the mangroves to observe wading birds and other creatures that call this unique ecosystem home. Or visit a wildlife sanctuary to learn about the efforts being made to protect endangered species like key deer and sea turtles. These experiences offer a chance to connect with nature on a deeper level, to appreciate the delicate balance of the Keys ecosystem and to understand the importance of conservation efforts. It's a reminder that the beauty of the Keys extends beyond the beaches and bars into a world of wonder and biodiversity that deserves our respect and protection. There's a reason they call it the Overseas Highway. This ribbon of asphalt, stretching for over 100 miles, connects the islands of the Florida Keys, bridging the gap between the mainland and the open ocean. And the most iconic stretch of this highway is the 7-mile bridge. As you drive across this engineering marvel, the turquoise water stretches out on either side, seemingly endless. The wind whips through your hair, the sun beats down on your skin, and the feeling of freedom is intoxicating. It's a moment of pure exhilaration, a sense of being suspended between two worlds. Roll down the windows, crank up the music, and let the beauty of the surroundings wash over you. This is the Florida Keys at its most cinematic, a journey that will stay with you long after you've reached your destination. It's a reminder that the journey can be just as rewarding as the destination, and that sometimes the best way to experience a place is to simply drive and see where the road takes you. The Florida Keys are a place to unwind, to let go of the stress of everyday life, and to reconnect with yourself. And what better way to do that than with beachside yoga? Find a quiet spot on the sand, feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, and listen to the gentle rhythm of the waves. As you move through the poses, let the tension melt away, let your breath guide you, and let the beauty of the surroundings fill your senses. Yoga in the Keys is more than just exercise. It's a practice in mindfulness, a way to connect with the natural world, and a path to inner peace. After your practice, take a dip in the ocean, feel the coolness of the water on your skin, and let the waves wash away any remaining stress. Or simply lie on the beach, soak up the sun, and listen to the sounds of the island. This is the Florida Keys at its most relaxing, a place where you can truly let go and embrace the island pace of life. So there you have it, the top 10 things you absolutely can't miss on your trip to the Florida Keys in 2024. From the underwater wonders of the coral reefs to the literary legacy of Hemingway, from the vibrant street festivals of Key West to the serene beauty of Bahia Honda State Park, the Keys offer something for everyone. Whether you're seeking adventure, relaxation, or a little bit of both, the Keys are a place where you can create lasting memories. So, pack your bags, grab your sunscreen, and get ready to experience the magic of the Florida Keys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more travel tips and guides. See you in the Keys!